So do you want to start taking better care of yourself this year but you're too busy with your 9 to 5? Or do you feel overwhelmed and you just don't know where to start? Self-care doesn't have to be time-consuming or complicated. So here are 10 self-care ideas that you can do in less than 5 minutes. So we'll be going through 5 physical and 5 mental practices. They will surely leave you better than you were. Trust me. So hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Isabel and I have a self-help series here on this channel where we discuss all things about being your better self. So subscribe to stay tuned and let's get into it. So the first physical practice that you can do is to have a quick stretching routine. So stretching helps you to reduce muscle tension, especially after sitting down for a long time at your desk or after a long day at work. It also acts as a natural energy boost by increasing blood and oxygen flow to your muscles and your brain, and therefore helping you to feel more awake. And another big benefit is that it helps to increase your range of motion, which helps you to do your daily activities. And the great thing about this is that you can literally stretch anywhere. There's so many guided stretching tutorials for stretching on your desk or even on your bed, and you don't even have to get up. So whether you're in an office or fully relaxing at home after a long day of work, a quick 5-minute stretching routine will definitely be something that your body will thank you for. So here are some videos that you guys can check out on stretching on your desk or on your bed at work, and I'll link them down in the description box. And the next thing is to moisturize. So we all know that it's important to moisturize our face, but what about the rest of our body? So we spend so much money on skincare for our face with things like serums, moisturizers, exfoliators, and even sunscreen. But what are we doing for the skin on our arms, our legs? Our skin is the largest organ on our human body, but I strongly believe that it's one of the most neglected. And at the end of the day, skin is skin, so it needs our attention and our care. It's like, what's the point of having glass skin on our face when we have ashy elbows and knees? Also, we spend most of our day in air-conditioned places. There's always aircon in our office, in school, or even on public transport. So the constant dry air that we put our skin through definitely wears it down. So invest in a good moisturizer, and you can find so many different kinds at drugstores like Watsons or Guardian. You can even wait for online sales on platforms like Shopee, Lazada, basically anywhere. And I'm sure that you'll be able to find something that works for you. And it doesn't take more than 5 minutes to moisturize. And in fact, after practice, I think you can even do it under 1 minute. So if you want an efficient and effective self-care habit, moisturizing your body is definitely the way to go. A bonus tip is to use a scented moisturizer, and it can be a form of aromatherapy too. And next is to roll a tennis ball under your feet. Okay, let me explain. So do you know that each foot that you have has around 26 bones and over 100 muscles, ligaments, and tendons? So imagine all the walking and exercising that you're doing over your lifetime. It's no doubt that our feet need to be taken care of. All the pressure and compression that we put on our feet can reduce its mobility. So by foot rolling, we are working through our muscles and our tissues, and this creates space for our nerves to move freely, which reduces irritation and just increases your overall foot function. So if you don't have anyone to massage your feet at night, don't worry, you have a tennis ball to help you. And also rolling a tennis ball under your feet, I don't know, something about it just feels so good. The feeling itself is self-care on its own, and even without the benefits, I will still do it. And the fourth thing is to stay hydrated. I feel personally this is super underrated. The benefits of drinking water are endless. It's like literally the fuel that keeps our body going. So just to name some examples, water helps to carry nutrients and oxygen to your cells, normalizing your blood pressure, protecting your organs, your tissues, joints, regulating your body temperature, and aids in digestion. So there's so many benefits that I can't list them all. So even though we cannot physically see the benefits that water brings us, it is still important. So having the habit of drinking water regularly definitely needs some practice and intentionality. It's so easy to want to bring a small cute bag out and you don't want to shove a whole bottle inside it. Or to even remember to bring out a bottle can be such a hassle. But I promise you, it's worth it. Like for me personally, I can't leave home without having my water bottle. Like I will literally feel so insecure. Like one of my biggest concerns when I go out or even when I go overseas is that there's not enough water for me. Like even going to hawker centers, I will always have a bottle of water with me. So here are 3 quick tips that you can do to stay hydrated. So the first is to bring a bottle with you everywhere you go. You can also have a cup of water beside your bed and make it a habit to drink it when you wake up. And the last is to aim to have a glass of water for every meal. Staying hydrated is truly one of the best things that you can do for yourself, for your body, both inside and out. I know I raved about guasha in my previous video, and not only is it inexpensive, but it really doesn't take up much time. So a simple 5-minute guasha routine can definitely make a difference for you. So studies show that when done correctly, guasha can release chemicals that improve blood flow, lessen toxins, reduce pain and puffiness. So I've experienced less tension in my jaw muscles when I started guashaing. I didn't get rid of it completely, but it definitely helped. And my face also reduced in puffiness when I made guasha constant in my life. You guys can look up the many before and afters on guasha on social media. It's actually crazy how many people have raved about it. I was also skeptical at first, but I realized that the only way I know whether it works is me trying it, and I'm super glad that I did. So if you're looking for something simple and easy to add to your nighttime routine, guasha is definitely the one for you. Now that we've gone through the physical, it's time for the mental self-care, which I high-key feel is more important than whatever that we have covered so far. So mental self-care is crucial. Only by having a strong and stable mind that we can actually live the life that we want. And this starts by taking good care of our minds. If we can dedicate a 10-step routine for our skin on our faces, then setting aside 5 minutes for our mental health definitely is doable. So whether you find yourself in a situation where you have just 5 minutes to settle your mind, or you're looking for a simple way to take care of your mind, these 5 tips are for you. So let's start off with something fun, and that is to listen to your favorite song. So I don't know about you guys, but I have some songs that when I listen to, I have instantly a better mood. I have songs for the happy times, the sad times, and even times where I just want to crawl into a hole. There's just something about music that connects to the soul. And with music, you somehow feel more seen and more connected compared to just reading words off a page. And there's something beautiful about music, and I truly believe that it's God who made it that way. So create different playlists for different occasions. So identify what songs you like to listen to in the different situations that you're in and compile them together in the music library. And this will be a playlist that you can quickly go to if you need a mood boost or if you need just to feel a little bit more seen, and that you can sit in your own emotions for a while. And for me, worship songs always help me to ground myself. I realize that no matter what situation that I'm in, good or bad, it is not as big as it is. Like, it's just a little me in this world, and God will take care of me. So regardless of what music you like to listen to, as long as it speaks to you in that moment, it helps you to be better, then that's all that matters. And sometimes one song under 5 minutes is all that we need. And next is to read a page from an inspiring book. Sometimes a short paragraph can change your entire perspective, or even a sentence that you read can help you to snap back into reality and see things from a different way. Like sometimes when I'm not having the best day, I chance upon a quote on Instagram or a short little video on TikTok, and I suddenly feel better about my situation. And other than social media, books are also a great way to stay motivated. So for short and easy reads, I highly recommend books that are formatted for a daily reading basis. So one example is The Pivot Year by Brianna West. So the book consists of a chapter for each day of the year. And if you guys watch my video on reinventing yourself, you know that I love Brianna West books. They have truly helped me to get out of my own way and to start living the life that I want. So find a book that helps you to read short entries or paragraphs daily. This will make this self-care practice easy to implement and sustain in the long run. So the more you expose yourself to content or things that push you to be better each day, the more your mind will create thought patterns that also push you to be better each day. And I feel that that is the ultimate self-care. So I want to challenge you right now to go to the mirror and say one nice thing about yourself. So literally anything that comes to your mind. So pause this video right now and go and do it. I'll wait. Okay, hi, so you're back. How do you feel? A tiny bit better about yourself, or a little happier and low-key kind of glad that you did it? So the whole point of this exercise is to remind ourselves that what we tell ourselves is so important. If someone were to say something negative to your face, I'm sure you wouldn't like it, right? So why are we doing this to ourselves? If we're constantly thinking about bad thoughts, it's as though someone is following us around all day, constantly telling us that we are bad or we are not good enough, or that we are not confident and we can never be confident. Basically constantly giving us comments that bring us down. And it won't be any surprise that if we start to believe the bad thoughts that we're actually telling ourselves. And the thing that has been trending is the Mel Robbins method. She's a popular author and podcaster in the US. And one of the morning rituals that she has is to high-five herself in the mirror to feel good about herself. So when you're in front of the mirror, high-five yourself and remember to tell yourself, say good job, I'm proud of you. And you might actually be surprised by how you feel after. And next is to write down tomorrow's to-do list. So by writing down what we plan to do for the next day, it takes away the need for our minds to constantly think about what we have to do. So having the task written on a piece of paper, it helps to solidify and make things more organized instead of just leaving it up in the air. For me, when I write things down, it's like a promise that I make to myself that I will get it done. And it also helps me to stop focusing on the things that I have to get done and focus on how to actually get them done instead. And also having a to-do list for the next day means that we have a game plan for tomorrow. And this reduces the inertia for us to get started on the day day, which helps us to save time and at the same time also boost our confidence because we actually get those things done. Because how many times have we said that we will do certain things but we didn't get them done, and after that we beat ourselves up about it, and this reduces the trust that we have in ourselves, which is definitely not good for our mental state. So write things down, make a game plan for tomorrow, and do something that your future self will thank you for. So this is a big one. Instead of telling yourself that I have to go to work or I have to study, we can reframe those negative thoughts and say I get to work or I get to study. I get to work and sit at my desk and make a living, or I get to study to potentially make a living. There's so many others out in the world that will kill for the opportunity to be in our position to make a living and to get better education for themselves. So what I'm trying to say is look at everything through the lens of privilege. And a small shift in words can completely change your mindset. Something I always tell myself to keep myself content and full of gratitude is that I'm a super blessed person if I can wake up in the morning and feel no pain in my body. I can be having a bad day mentally and emotionally, or even sometimes I don't feel good about the body that I have, but at least I don't have pain in my body. For those of you guys who have been injured before or have gone through surgeries, I'm sure in those times all you hope for is to have a quick recovery so that you can go back to your normal life. And if right now we are living that normal life and we have healthy bodies with no pain in our bones, everything else that comes after should be a privilege. So by intentionally shifting our mindset, I believe that it's a true form of self-care because we give ourselves the ability to reframe our minds and to bring ourselves from a negative place to a positive place. So whether you're in need of a mental or physical change, remember that you are the one in control of your actions. You have the ability to choose and to make better decisions. It's not about the situation that you're in, it's not about what other people say about you, and sometimes it's not even about what you tell yourself. So regardless of your circumstances or opinions of what other people have about your own life, you have the power to choose otherwise. I hope that these 10 tips can help you to make small changes every day and that you can be proud of yourself for taking good care of yourself. So that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.